buka puasa with this.
Oh my god! Wow!
Hey, what's up guys? My name is Bobo and I'm a dietitian. So the purpose of this film is basically to record what I'll be doing tomorrow, which I also call it as the one day puasa challenge. This challenge has nothing to do with nominating others or to challenge myself on how many hours I can go for fasting. It's basically because I want to explore more on Muslim cultures. As we know right now is the Ramadan fasting month, and our Muslim friends, they are doing fasting, or we call it puasa, for one whole month from approximately about 5:40 AM to 7:20 PM every day. During these 12 hours plus of fasting, they are not allowed to drink or eat anything. As a dietitian, we need to make sure that the nutrition advices that we provide to clients during the Ramadan fasting is feasible as well as practical, which is why I wanted to start on this journey to experience the same thing as what my clients are experiencing in order for me to get closer to them so that I can relate more to them. Just a little introduction about puasa itself. I've checked a little bit and also asked from my Muslim friends. Puasa in the Islamic word, it means meninggalkan, or in English it means to get rid of or to leave behind. This is a chance for them to get closer to God as well as to cleanse their body and their souls. Whereas in my understanding, it means to get rid of or to leave behind any bad practices or bad habits that we've been practicing till now. For me, it will be sleeping late at night. Normally I sleep at about 2-3 AM in the morning, and now it's about 10 PM at night, and I'll go to bed straight away after this recording has been done. So tomorrow I'll be waking up at 4:30 AM. So 4:30 AM to make my breakfast, and that will be my sahur before I start my puasa. Alright, so without further ado, let's just move to the video itself to check out what I do on the puasa day and how is it different from any other days that I'm not practicing puasa. Okay, so let's go!
Meanwhile.
Buka puasa with this.
Alright guys, so there goes my first puasa experience. It was definitely a fruitful experience and I really enjoyed the process. So let me just share a little bit on why did I enjoy the process and what have I gained throughout the process. On this day when I practice fasting or puasa, I find myself being productive. I mean more productive than the usual days. I've achieved a little more things that I am not able to achieve last time. Like say I managed to revise on my Japanese language, and secondly I managed to do exercises twice in a day. Those are the things that I don't normally do on my usual days. I started my puasa at 5:40 AM. And after 5:40 AM, I do not allow myself to go to bed anymore because I feel like if let's say I go to bed and I wake up, right, I will feel even more tired. So instead, I ask myself to do some other things like the examples that I mentioned just now. So I managed to do them today. I feel really great about it. I would also like to take this chance to really say hats off and salute to those Muslim friends who are practicing Ramadan fasting for one whole month, because it was not an easy process. I've only done it for one day and I can't really have that much of confidence to say that I can continue to practice this for another 29 days. So however, it did help me to discipline myself as well as increase my productivity. So those are the benefits and also experience that I've gained during this puasa experience. And throughout the day itself, I don't really feel hungry as well as thirsty at all. So I'll be sharing on 3 tips that kept me motivated to do this puasa, as well as how I managed to keep myself feeling full throughout the day. First tip itself will be on your breakfast, because you will be fasting for about 12 to 13 hours, so you need to make sure that your sahur is really nutritious and balanced. If you imagine there's a plate, right, you need to make sure there are these 3 things on your plate. So the first thing will be carbohydrate food sources. It can be like bread, it can be nasi, it can be noodles, it can be kway teow, it can be whatever starchy things that provide you energy. So the second thing will be for protein, and then the third one will be on fruits and vegetables for fiber sources. For carbohydrates, it will be about quarter of your plate, and then for protein sources, about quarter of your plate as well, and then fruits and vegetables, it will be about half your plate. So the importance of having a balanced or like mixed diet actually help you to maintain your satiety level, because they tend to release energy gradually throughout the day. So second tips will be on removing all the cues or all the triggers that can provoke your hunger. So if you notice it in my video just now, on my non-puasa days, I will have a lot of snacks around me, and normally I will just snack on them whenever I feel hungry, or even if I don't feel hungry, and lastly even if I feel bored, because they are within my reach. If you have a lot of snacks at home, right, you need to make sure you keep it away from your side. When you don't see it, you won't think about it. The third tip will be on controlling your thoughts as well as focusing on your priorities. For myself, I find that writing a to-do list is extremely important. You need to occupy yourself with not just work, also other things. You have planned it for a very long time already, but just that you haven't done it before. So this is the time for you to actually explore as well as to do it. So it's a matter of how you actually shift your thoughts. When you have nothing to do or when you feel bored, right, it is natural for your brain to think about eating. These are the 3 tips that kept me motivated today, and they really helped me a lot, and I hope that it can help you as well. So this will be the end of my sharing as well as my experience on one day puasa. So if you haven't followed or haven't subscribed to my channel, please kindly do so, and if you have any nutrition related or fitness related questions, you may drop me a comment as well as PM me. I'll see you again soon. Bye!